welcome back to another episode of Three Gossip Girls, a Gossip Girl podcast. I'm Liz.
And I'm Michelle.
Tonight we are discussing Gossip Girl the Reboot, Season 1, Episode 3, Lies Wide Shut. Original air date, July 22nd. Written by Lila Feinberg, directed by Jennifer Lynch. While the school takes drastic measures to smoke out Gossip Girl's identity, a blind item threatens to put an end to Constance's couple. Julian and Max uncover shocking family secrets, and Zoya turns to an unlikely ally for help. So I wasn't expecting her to talk to Luna, for sure.
We briefly, I think, made a light prediction last week.
Of like, it was Davis. Remember? We were like, oh, what if she's like talks to Julian's dad?
Yeah, you're right.
But before we talk about that, let's talk about our Glassful of Gossip, Michelle.
Yes, tonight's Glassful of Gossip is called The Manhattan Maxploration.
Oh, yes. And it looks like a Manhattan.
Yeah, because it's a play on a Manhattan.
So cute.
So it has vermouth in it, bitters, a cherry, and then cherry seltzer.
It's very delicious. It's
good,
really,
right?
really good. Yeah. As soon as I took a sip, I'm like, bitters?
Yes.
Yes, there's bitters.
Yes, it's very refreshing.
And it does look like a Manhattan. It has that color. Very delicious. So let's talk about Julian first.
Sure.
So Julian, in the beginning of this episode, she's dating a bunch. I loved seeing these scenes.
Yeah.
It was almost like a comical part of the episode where she's dating all these different guys, and they're all just kind of out there, and she just cannot connect to them. She's like, I did not sign up for this.
Yeah.
Really funny.
Yeah.
And I loved, she's like, but this dress is a sample.
I know. I can't pick
cracked
truffles.
up.
It's a sample.
Yeah. So in this episode, she finds out that her dad has a girlfriend, and a secret girlfriend, no less.
Bex.
And it's Bex. I'm like, oh, hey, Bex. Been a long time. And it's funny because on the closed captions, I kept thinking it was saying Luna. And I was like, oh, they must have just made a mistake that they're thinking Luna's speaking, but her name is Lola
Martin.
Yeah. And so I'm like, oh, and then she comes out of the bathroom. I'm like, there she is. Because I did see in like press that she was going to be in this season.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't see that.
But I forgot about it, of course, until that moment. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder what her character's going to be about. And it was a very brief meeting of them in the bathroom because Julian is trying to get her single life out there in the public, even though Audrey's like, you probably shouldn't do it. And then, of course, her publicists, they're like, no, you should.
And right. Audrey's like, if you're going to do it for you and don't document it. And they're both like, document it.
Document it. And I'm like, oh.
Well, got to do everything for the gram.
You got to. And I love that catsuit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like, slay girl. You look amazing.
Yeah. And
so she's having like a good time out with her buddy Max, because Max knows all the cool spots, of course. And she, unfortunately, as we said, runs into her dad's girlfriend. She sees him across the bar, and she's like, oh my God, Lola's been talking about this guy who really won't show her in public. Like, how awful. And then to know that, like, oh shit, that's my dad.
It's awful on so many levels, because you're meeting a woman who's not being shown respect, and then it turns out
it's your dad that's not showing her the respect.
Right. And you just made this connection, this fun bathroom connection. It's the woman your dad's seeing.
Right. Like, of course it is.
And her dad has been on these work trips saying he's in Berlin. Is he actually in Berlin?
Right. And he doesn't even answer that question, really.
No.
When Julian questions him, okay, you've been lying. Where have you been? And he doesn't really own up to where he's been. So who knows? And like the fact that he literally has another apartment.
Yeah.
And she, I guess, stays there.
Yeah.
And it's like a whole completely different alter ego, different life.
For a year.
And just because he didn't want to make his daughter feel badly that he's dating.
Wow.
So he says, you know? And so I feel like that is really fucked up.
Well, I think it's fucked up. And also the fact that he is in the public eye. We know he's of status.
Right. He probably doesn't want to reveal that he's in this relationship. And then Julian decides part of the plan is to invite Lola to the play. And same plan as Max has, apparently, to call out their parents. Like, you're in a lie, and I know, and I'm going to call you out in your shit. And Lola arrives, and poor Lola thinks, okay, we're going to be like, this is our debut as a couple.
I love it. Way to go, public, at the public.
At the public. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, but also totally plays with it. Like, yep, I'm so glad you liked the gift. It was wrapped in flowers and twine with the ticket. How did he think she got there? Like, what was his plan? You know what I mean? Like, what were you thinking, Davis? If Julian didn't see you.
Yeah, he was just thinking, how the hell do I make a quick and fast exit here?
Right.
And the fact that his daughter was at the event, so he knew she was going to be there. And now it's like, oh shit, I have to like explain myself.
Right.
And she gets obviously upset. Like, wouldn't anyone would get upset that their dad is lying to them and saying that he's going places and maybe he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really messed up. But I just, again, love that freaking cat suit.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So then we have Zoya and the pizza rat or pizza face. Oh, honey.
Ugly.
That's terrible, first of all.
So bad.
It is so bad. And like towards the end, she just owns it, which is great. But like, how awful to be tweeted and, you know, being made fun of online with people that they literally have no idea who she is now that she's Obi's girlfriend.
The Prince of New York.
And now everyone's on her back because of that.
Yeah. And most of it's being caused by Luna, who's leading the Julians.
I know. I loved all these hashtags in the episode. But then Zoya gets sick of it and she's like, all right, help me. Which, crazy that Luna's like, okay, well.
Well, Luna sees Julian spiraling and she's like, you might as well get down with the new order.
Right. And she's like, oh, a project. Okay, I'll help you. But like, we're not friends, obviously.
Right.
And I loved her glasses. Luna's glasses.
Yes.
And that whole scene where she teaches Zoya all of the rules to being in the public eye, I guess. And
that's what I learned.
I learned something for sure.
Yeah.
You have it? You want to read it this week?
I sure do. I have it. It's called the Pygmalion effect.
Which, did you have to Google that? Because I didn't know what the Pygmalion...
Well, it's the desire to create or work on someone till it's perfect. Work on someone till it's perfect. And so pretty much she'll do this. So she's going to, Queer Eye, Princess Diaries, Pretty Woman you.
Yes, exactly.
And Zoya's like, no, I get it. I get it.
I get the reference.
Yeah. So they're in the library and they're going over the rules. And she says, never speak in public.
And Zoya does not at the event.
Never look directly at the camera. In fact, wear contacts and everything will make everything look blurry so you're smizing all the time.
I really laughed out loud. I was like, oh, okay. Sure.
Never sweat. She busts out freaking Botox or a pad.
Relax. It's not for her face.
No. Botox in the armpit, or you can use a maxi pad. Either one. Lift. We're going to stick it and know your side.
Yeah. And she's like, right now you're not showing me any.
Yeah. And then never eat, cry, PDA, MTA, or wear flats.
I just love it. And so far we're 3 out of 3 where there is some list of things we need to know as being Upper East Siders in the public eye at all times. And so Zoya's like, okay, I'm taking notes. Like, I need to know these things. And the poor girl at the event, she won't eat. She won't look at anyone. She won't speak.
Yeah.
And then finally at the end, she's like, fuck this. I'm just going to say what I want. And poor Obi's so confused because here he is thinking she's acting strange all night, which she is, because they're supposed to be having this as their first date, which is so sweet. And she, she can't be herself until finally she's like, screw this. I'm going to be myself and I'm going to be opinionated, and kind of worked in her favor, even though Obi was upset.
What'd you think of Obi at dinner?
I loved, he made Nick. Such a good impression with Nick, who's a lawyer, we find out.
Yes.
So he's going to be a tough cookie,
Yeah, and Obi is so against his parents.
He is, and
Which we
he's like,
find out.
I'm very verbal about it, and they
Yeah.
know my stance on status and everything that goes along with it. So I'm sure Nick appreciates that.
Definitely. I mean, the fact that he gave the okay for them to go on the date.
I just can't get over the fact that she's 14.
I can't
I still can't get over it.
Why did we have to make her 14?
We could have made her 15. Even a 15
It's
wouldn't have
so
been as
much
bad as
better.
14.
14 hurts.
It really
don't
does.
know.
I'm having a really hard time believing it
I
because
know.
they made her so young.
Yeah.
And like, I get it. Let's make her young. So if like we do get more seasons, we can build her up and keep her in high school, whatever it is. But like, it's just so unbelievable for this romantic relationship.
Yeah, I know. And it just...
I want to like it, but I'm having a hard time.
It's tough. The maturity level is hard to believe at 14.
Right. Like, they're way too mature to be like this.
She's the only 14-year-old.
And right. And he is 17. So he's just like so beyond his years.
Do you think he's 17? I know.
Or is he
Max
16?
Is 17.
Maybe
right?
they're 16. Because they're juniors still.
So maybe one of them... Birthdays can come at different times.
True,
That's how it works, right?
Yeah. So they haven't actually said how old, besides Max, that
Right.
he's of age.
Right.
So it's making me have a hard time with it. And I want to like it because I do think they have a sweet relationship, but I will constantly think back, oh shit, she's only 14.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's only 14. Like, of course, Nick won't let them have a first date. She's 14 years
She's
old.
14.
So I'm having a hard time, guys.
Did you recognize the star of the
Of
play?
course I did, because I watched an episode of Greek last night.
Calvin.
I was like, oh my God, Greek guy with his schlong out. Like, hey, what's going on?
Hey,
I was just
Calvin.
like, oh my God, that's so funny and
Uh-huh.
random that I just happened to be watching an episode of Greek last night and
Yeah.
that came on. And it just was really funny.
Mhm.
Let's talk about Audrey and Aki, because what is happening? So she slept with Max many times, only in the same night, but many times. And she learned a lot of things,
Mhm.
whatever that may be.
Well,
You can use your imagination.
she learns.
And then we sort of know what she learned.
She learns some things and brings it home.
She brings it home, and Aki's like, whoa, you're blowing my mind. No, let's not do that.
Yeah.
And I am not okay with it.
So I felt like we got more of Audrey. She's talking where we're seeing more of her personality.
Yes.
But still only giving her, like last week we got stuff with her mom and what's going on at home, but now we're going into her relationship, and I like that we see her and Julian's friendship.
Yes, you understand why they are friends more so than why Luna and Monet are.
They're like hired. I don't understand.
Yes, and actually later on we do get a question.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure who was it that wrote it? I can look right now. We got a question from Jazz. Are Monet and Luna more like minions or a part of the friend group? I don't think they're a part of the friend group. Like, they claim that they've all been friends since they're children, but they almost are like her hired help.
Yeah.
And that's how they foresee it. Like, Audrey, I don't think likes them.
No.
She's like, you're annoying. This is my friend. Stop trying to like push her in the public.
Yeah, no. Audrey's always like, you don't need to do this for anyone.
Yeah,
It's
she's
good for
got
you.
a sound mind. Where
Yeah.
the other two girls, I don't know if it's because they benefit from it.
They
that
do.
They're like, oh, we need to push this.
I think also they keep saying like, oh, this will look good for future jobs. This is going to help them in the future with their careers.
I get it. But also it's like, you're 16.
It's like they're minions on steroids.
Right. And you're nasty. You're fucking nasty.
So nasty.
You're so nasty.
Monet
that
is worse.
she's way worse. Luna's like, she'll tolerate you, even though she'll make a sly comment, but Monet is just pure nasty.
Yeah, Monet's like, no. We need to go back to how it used to be. We will take her down for you, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, like, no, honey. We
Yeah.
didn't sign up for this.
Yeah.
I'm like, every time I like Julie, and then these girls get in the way, and I'm
Mhm.
like, just stop being friends with her. Like, if it was Audrey and Julian as friends,
Yeah.
and that was the show, I would have liked it a
Yeah.
lot better. We could have still that Gossip Girl element where it's almost like maybe a Serena and Blair situation in a way. Let's not like push, the envelope there, but just like, these girls, I don't need you.
No.
I like you as actresses.
Oh,
but I don't need
No, they're
you.
doing a good job.
Yeah, like you don't need to be there for the show.
Mm-mm.
So Gossip Girl has a blast about a couple, and it's like they don't tell you who the couple is, but Aki obviously thinks it's about him and Max, and then Audrey thinks it's about her and Max.
Right, and the couple is the teachers.
Right.
Because they're trying to trick Gossip Girl, and it's like, oh, it's not only just about students, we're going to be cryptic.
Which they should be cryptic. At this point, it's very obvious that it's, I mean, to me, that if they're not talking about teachers, then it has to be someone that's only focusing on the children.
Right.
Which we'll get to that whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And we have the scene where Audrey says to Julian, she tells her that what happened, and Julian's like, oh my God, I hope Gossip Girl doesn't find out. I was like, honey, what show is this?
They're so paranoid.
They're so paranoid. And obviously, at this point, I guess Gossip Girl doesn't know. But Audrey and Aki in their heads are so paranoid that what the other's going to find out. And like, Aki, he only just kissed Max. Audrey, on the other hand, multiple times has slept with Max in the same night. So they are just like back and forth this whole episode, and they're like, has nothing to do with X, Y, and Z. So like Audrey says, it has nothing to do with Aki, and Aki says, it has nothing to do with Audrey. I'm like, okay, but it does.
Yeah, and they never want to do it again. They say they love the one another.
Yes, and like but the way they say it's like a desperation. I love you. Okay, yeah, you love me, and it's
because it's trying to make yourself believe it,
right?
I don't think they don't love each other, but it's not the real love of. It's just you're trying to convince yourself.
You're exactly. You think this is the right move.
It's not,
but it's not, and hopefully they'll get there eventually. That like, why are we still doing this? We're just better off as friends. You could still be just best friends with this person,
or maybe you need to explore an open relationship. Or you need to explore other sexual avenues.
Right. And maybe you just don't know yourself yet.
Right.
And you just need to figure that out. And that's totally fine. It's just, while you're with another person, it's a little hard to do so. So maybe I would hope that they would just end things.
Where does Aki live? Does he just sleep at Audrey's?
He must. At first, I thought in the teacher meeting, there was the parents there, but it wasn't the parents. It was like the teachers. I was like, is this someone's parents? But it's not.
Yeah.
But I guess we can go into this whole Gossip Girl teacher thing. Oh my fucking God. I am really disliking them. Obviously, I think that's the whole point, right?
Well, now it's pretty clear that we do not root for them.
We don't. We want to take them down.
Yes.
At this point.
They need to be taken down.
So we have a meeting. The headmistress says we need to take down Gossip Girl. The kids are consumed with knowing and posting and looking, and it's obvious that some teachers are okay with it, the teachers that are Gossip Girl, and then some teachers are saying, well, maybe it's not the best, but then there's teachers are saying, well, it's kind of helping them, be more respectful towards me, or they're focusing on this or whatever it is. And so they're hired these trained
higher tech
people to find the server of where it's coming from. And so they're thinking they're smarter, and the IT teacher thinks he protected the firewall and he can only text at this portion and whatever.
Right.
And we find out that's not the case.
Well,
unless he did take down the firewall at that moment, right?
He did. So they have a dinner. They go on dinner with Rena, I think is her name.
Yeah, and her husband, George.
Which he had problems at his job because one of the students found out about an escort that the job one of his coworkers hired, and it was this whole big thing.
And he got fired.
Right. And so Kate and I can't remember IT guy. Is it Andrew?
I want to say it's Andrew.
We
could be wrong,
I don't
guys.
like him.
I don't like him either.
I'm going to call him Yeti. He's obsessed with his fucking Yeti mug.
He's obsessed with the Yeti. I think his name is Andrew.
Okay,
I think
so
you're right.
Yeti, let's just nickname him Yeti.
Yeah.
Yeti and Kate have this meeting about how, the only clear thing to do is Rena can take the fall. Is that her name? I would hate to miss.
I think you're also right
Rena.
on that.
And so they have the other teacher, and I'm forgetting her name. I really am focused very much on the kids.
Same. I don't remember any of the teachers' names.
And
she's an assistant, right? She's not necessarily a teacher. She's like the principal's like assistant type deal. The curly haired one, right?
Yeah, maybe. Right.
The one who like
administrative.
yeah, something like that.
Well, first they're going to take down Rafa. They're like, Kaparos could take it. He didn't want to join us. He knows too much.
I couldn't. I was like, fuck you guys.
Yeah. Which this guy
he's like, I know about it, but like, I'm not going to say anything. And like, you guys are pathetic.
Right. So but they're like, we'll take down him. Then they decide they'll take down Rena.
It was easy because
they plant this seed and they kind of mention some intel, and she ends up speaking up and taking the fall.
She takes the fall and she's like, sorry guys, guess your firewall doesn't work. And then you find out, oh no, he did it on purpose so she would get in trouble. And now it's like off their backs.
Right.
Oh my God. I was like, you guys are messed up.
Yeah.
That is so messed up.
And they're like, it had to be done. She had to take the fall. And
I was really surprised.
Now we're safe. Now it's off the radar. The intel, the people who are investigating, they're gone. We are good.
Right. But now it's like, okay, we have to still have Gossip Girl, so who's going to take it over? They're going to make it look like a student is going to take it over, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whoever it may be, they're going to blame someone or going to really lean it towards someone.
This episode, until we saw this part, with all the parent stuff, I actually really liked this episode.
Yeah, I enjoyed it as well.
And
this is Joshua Safran's one of his favorite episodes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I saw him tweet. He's like, oh, I forgot. I love this episode.
I really, really liked it. I felt that kind of in old Gossip Girl, how your sister told us and how some of our listeners have told us, like, the aspect of Gossip Girl is not important. You should just forget.
Yeah.
And for a chunk of this episode, I'm like, we actually don't need Gossip Girl.
We don't need Gossip Girl. Yeah.
Because of like the parent stuff. There's own drama there, which I very much enjoyed it. I mean, it was sad and fucked up, but I actually really did enjoy it.
Yeah, so let's talk about Max.
Who's my favorite?
He's my favorite character. Him and Julian, I'm starting to really like now.
I'm shocked that Max is my favorite.
Same. He just has like, I don't give a fuck attitude, which I appreciate for someone at his age. I love how open he is, especially with his sexuality, and he really does know himself.
He does.
And I love that he's like, I don't care. Like, I just don't care. You're not like important to me or like, and you can tell he loves his dad. So like this whole thing was so sad.
Yeah. The dinner scene felt like a Wes Anderson movie. When you have Gideon, you have Pops, and then you have, oh my God.
What's Carla's name in it?
Rocky, Roy. Gideon and Roy are his parents, his dads. I just loved that whole scene of them sitting down to dinner.
Me too.
And then Gideon enters and is dressed but can't really sit.
Oh my God.
Because he's
so
trying
funny
to position himself. And Roy makes the comment about working on Jeffrey and Ina's hormone hedge. I was like, oh my God. I love Jeffrey and Ina.
You would be working on Jeffrey and Ina.
Just everything. I absolutely and Max is just taking it all in, and he was raised to be his authentic self.
Yeah. And so the fact that his father now is finding himself in a way that is not relatable to his partner.
Yeah, Roy's having a problem with it.
Just so sad.
Yeah.
But also this happens all the time. People change in their relationship, and then you kind of look back and you're like, I don't recognize this person in front of me. And you either grow together or you grow apart. And maybe this is them growing apart, which I'm sure for Max right now would suck. But in the long run, if they're going to be happy separated, then that's another thing. But I really did. Poor him and Julian. They were the two kids. They found out their parents had these like secret things going on. His dad's on a dating website, newly single, it says.
Scruff.
I mean, he's definitely scruffy.
He's on
he's
that.
Cute. Yeah, he's really,
scruff.
They're all very handsome. And so how sad for him to find this out. But what's so messed up is that he uses the teacher that won't date him or fuck him, whatever.
With him, then if he doesn't fuck him, then he'll fuck with him.
Mm-hmm. And so this whole thing, Rafa was like, what?
What the actual
How
fuck?
Disrespectful that you use me to pretend to flirt with your dad. And so sad for your dad that that's what you had to succumb to, is to pretend to be a teacher or, pretend to be someone to date your dad. I mean, that's a whole nother like catfish story going on there. But luckily it gets wrapped up in the episode. We don't continue this for a while. But poor Aki gets stuck in the middle.
Yeah, but Aki's also doing some research.
But Aki's he wants to check it out. He wants to check it out. So maybe Max did him a favor.
Yeah. The couple of Max scenes that I really enjoyed him just being Max was in school with Aki and Audrey.
He's like, oh, this again.
And he's like, my God, just leave me alone. Leave me alone. I haven't had enough espresso for
I know,
this.
I love him.
Him sitting in the theater, putting his hands on both of their laps. And just turning it.
I love it.
I really appreciate it. And his conversation with his dad before the play of like, Dad,
he's like, be you. I'm going to change too. Like,
what you're going to wear.
Yeah.
You got to be who you are. You've taught me that. And I really, really appreciate that.
Me too.
However, the last scene.
Yeah. So not sitting well with me because I don't know where this is going to go. I have an inkling of where it's going to go and I don't want it to go there. And we've already talked about this.
I don't want this to happen. So he ends up on...
Can he just be a mentor?
That's what I was hoping, right? He ends up on Rafa's step, crying, which he's upset.
So sad. He has nowhere else to go, in his opinion, but you have
Bullshit.
so many friends. Exactly.
You have a place to go.
You have other people's houses you could go to. You just want to go there because he's the one person that won't give you what you want. And it's like that forbidden fruit. And I guess when you're the most down, you want that person to comfort you. But I mean, Rafa does, but not in the way that I think he wants him to.
But Rafa lets him in the house.
He lets him stay on the couch.
Oh,
no,
the whole time, like,
so wrong.
Please don't hook up.
It's so
please
inappropriate.
Don't hook up.
It's so inappropriate.
Also, to backtrack, I really liked his flip out scene to Aki and Audrey.
Yes,
about
me too.
Being real.
Yeah, me too. And so then this is like basically when they both, figure out. Well, I mean, then the sex stuff again. And then so funny listening to Drama Queens yet again. I'm referencing this episode of how Barbara was talking about how Emily was 17 when she got signed on for the show. But then because of COVID, they posted production. And so now she's 18 and HBO is like, we could do whatever we want with an 18-year-old. And then that's just like, it didn't sit well with me because like, if an actress is going in saying, I'm only 17, that means they can't really do a lot with me. And now it's like, okay, you changed your age, you grew a year, and now they're like free range. It's like, as the girls were saying, like you can say no, or you can say what you want out of this. So I don't know if this was like her like creative choice to be like, yeah, I'm totally cool with doing all these sex scenes, but they're the only ones doing it.
I know.
And I'm like, can we just get someone else already? I'm really uncomfortable with this.
I was thinking about that today as I was listening to. I'm like, I'm hopeful that this is Barbara projecting and this isn't actually what's going on. Like she's not uncomfortable doing this.
I'm hopeful.
I feel like we hear about this.
Yeah.
Wouldn't we? If Barbara comes and says, you know what I mean? I think she's just saying, I hope my daughter knows she can.
She can say no.
If she doesn't.
She has you three to look up to, and you can say what you want out of your career.
And everything that's been brought to the light, it'd be real fucking stupid.
It would be really stupid.
Really was an issue. Mm-hmm. If you don't know what we're talking about, Barbara Alyn Woods is the mother of the actress who plays Audrey.
Right.
And she was talking about how her daughter got the role when she was 17.
17, yeah. So, and now she's 18, and she seems to be the only one having these sex scenes at the moment, which it's like 3 episodes, and we're still having three episodes worth of sex scenes with these two.
Yeah.
I'm only hopeful they're going to break up. I'm hopeful they're going to break up for multiple reasons, but like that's like a push, like a way for me to feel even better that they're going to break up. Because I'm just done with that, the teen sex bullshit. But that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, just have a happy sex life. This is not happy. You're forcing it. It's just not.
And she says, like, I'm not into eye contact tonight. What? Yeah. For you to have to say that at 16 or 17 years old?
Well,
like, that's sad that you would come to this conclusion. Like, I just don't want to look at you tonight. Well, also because she has cheated. But, like, to be in a place where you're comfortable in your sexuality with your partner enough to say, like, I'm just like, let's just do it. I'm not into like looking at you right now.
But the fact that she can say that is huge too.
It is.
To have that confidence to say that, but not. Yeah, it'll be interesting what we're going to do with these characters.
Yeah, I'm hopeful that they find their own ways separated and just like stay friends if they can. I mean, I don't know if that's possible. I don't fully truly see that like deep love connection between these two. So I feel like eventually they can be just best friends with each other and get over that like
I don't know.
little hump,
I mean, all I have to say is when Julian said to Audrey in the bathroom, "Why now? You've known me your whole life." I'm like,
yes,
thank
thank
you.
you. Why is it? Why are we doing this now? So she doesn't really say why.
No.
Just kind of like curiosity, and obviously he's attractive and I'm into his life and the way he presents himself. Yeah. So, there's that.
Yeah.
Anything else? Did I miss anything?
I'm glad that Zoya had the 5 minutes of I'm not fully confident and then she found herself. So hopefully we're on that train.
Same.
Also, shed a little light onto Obi. Like, yes, Julian changed, but you also weren't admitting who you were either.
Right. Like you're in the shadow, saying you're in the shadow of Julian when you are like, you could overshadow her very easily, and you
kind of do.
And you do. And you didn't even recognize that in your relationship. And then Zoya's like, yeah, go apologize to her like you should. And he recognizes it now, which is great. And I think as much as it does hurt Julian, I think they're able to just be civil towards each other, which is great. And hopefully the sisters will be civil towards each other.
Well,
now.
Part of our last scenes, as we see that Julian and Obi and Zoya are all coexisting, it's Luna and Monet who
they want to mess it up. No. They're like, no,
we have to.
Yeah, because Julian decides I'm going to leave my phone at home today.
Yeah,
I don't care to be on social media. I don't want to know what Gossip Girl is saying. I don't want anyone to know what's going on in my daily life at school, and they are not happy at all with this. And she's like, oh, well, just use my phone. Julian's like, no, I don't want to do this today.
I'm offline today.
I'm offline. And the girls are like, oh, hell no, that doesn't work for us.
Yeah.
So this is, unfortunately, it's going to be them trying to mess everything up.
Did you catch the doorman taking pictures?
Yes, I did.
Of Obi and Zoya.
Sure
so Luna
did.
knows what she's talking about.
I sure did. She goes, oh, he's been in the building since my grandma lived there. But
and also now that secret is probably out. Because she told Luna, oh, yeah, I live in the apartment where my grandma used to live and it's rent control. I probably shouldn't tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, and Luna tells Monet, like, hey, I have a secret. And I bet that's what she's telling.
I'm sure it is.
So we'll see how this goes down.
Yeah. And if it's not that, then what else could it be?
Well,
I'm sure they could find something else.
Yeah. Julian has the video or she has the resource of why Zoya isn't in Buffalo anymore. Mm-hmm. I don't know if she showed the girls that.
I don't think so. I think she wants to steer clear of that.
No, I know, but what if the girls hacked the phone?
Right, well, they very well can. Mm-hmm.
And these teachers are the worst.
The worst. I'm ready for them to be taken down.
Or Rena. It is Rena because I wrote it down.
But we're halfway done with this portion of the series, so we'll see next week, which next week is Zoya's birthday.
So 15.
So good. She's turning 15 next week.
Okay.
Luckily. But before we go to that, I just want to say that, again, my favorite fashion moment was Julian's bodysuit. I mean, just amazing. I loved that so much.
I really, really loved Audrey's oversized sweater in school.
Super cute.
And Zoya's plaid jacket.
Very comfortable. I loved that jacket as well. And of course, as I said, Luna's big, like almost Lily-esque.
Yeah.
Like pink, clear framed glasses.
Awesome.
Super cute.
Yeah.
My favorite quote, I have a bunch of quotes.
Yeah, me too.
I had what is it, an Amber Alert? And then Monet goes, no, it's just a phone call. And I was like, oh my God, like, yes, they don't pick up phone calls these days. Like, nobody talks on the phone. I think that's so funny.
I hate to say this because fuck the patriarchy, but the men always win this.
Yep. I also have no more than 2, but no less than 1. What is that? Space Coke with ketamine. I'm like, oh, okay. We just learned what Space Coke was.
I'm in my underwear in the Daily Mail.
I'm sure I have other ones in here, but
he's cute and he likes pigs.
Yeah, so funny.
It's New York. It's always garbage day.
It is. Yeah. I have my MVP, and you're gonna laugh at my MVP.
I have mine.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. George.
George
is Rena's husband.
Oh. George.
But I do like Max. I wrote it like mid-episode, and I was like, yes, George, I love your vibes. He's like, stop caring about Gossip Girl, and you guys are getting way over your heads. I was like, George, you're me. Yes. But Max was could be my blue ribbon.
Yeah, I really enjoyed him.
Great story and character development in this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had trivia for the episode. We have Jennifer Lynch, who was the director, is the daughter of David Lynch, directed both this episode and Fire Walks with Z, which is next week. This episode title references the 1999 film Eyes Wide Shut. It's an erotic film that tells the tale of a couple, a doctor and his wife, whom both have been having extramarital thoughts about other people. The husband is the only one who actually decides to explore his temptation, while his wife stays true to the relationship, which is like literally the same theme as last week's episode, movie. Mm-hmm. Julian asks Audrey, "Did you kill someone?" which is a nod to the original series when Serena van der Woodsen tells her close friends that she killed someone. Oh God. She didn't, though, guys.
No, she didn't. Spoiler.
Yeah. Headmistress Queller is indirectly mentioned during the faculty meeting by Headmistress Burton. And with the removal of Rima, the Gossip Girl account is now run only by Kate, Wendy, and Jordan. Okay. Did not.
Oh, my goodness. And it's Rima, not Rina?
Rima, R-I-M-A.
I am so
sorry, guys.
Sorry,
we don't care about the teachers at this point.
I know Rima was fine.
Yeah. But Kate, Wendy, and Jordan. I totally thought his name was Andrew.
We are now calling him Yeti. That's it. Yeti.
Yeah. It says, moreover, their antics have caught the attention of other schools, prompting tips to be sent in by non-Constance Billy or St. Jude students.
Yes. Yeah. So it's growing.
It is growing as Gossip Girl does grow.
Yeah.
We have questions. Vic says, do you see Julian and Zoya actually hanging out later on in the series? I mean, I hope so.
I do. I think I could see it becoming this mutual exchange of goods. Information.
Yeah.
We're on the same team, but we might just coexist.
Mm-hmm. Like we don't have to be besties anymore. Like we thought we once were going to be, which is sad.
But if we can be peacefully
amicable,
let's
coexist.
Yeah.
Teresa says, what will happen between Rafa and Max? I hope nothing.
I know what I don't want.
Yeah, same. But let's just be real and say it's probably going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm itching my bug bites. I have so many
watching you itch. I'm like,
bug bites all over my body.
What is happening to her? She's dying.
We had a graduation party at Randy's uncle's house the other night, and like my entire body is covered, and I like sprayed. I swear sometimes bug spray just like makes them come to your body faster. So
yeah.
Anyway, I'm itching my ankle. Are Aki and Audrey done with Max as they said they are? I don't think so. Maybe like Aki is done with Max to like the curiosity part. Maybe now that he's gonna explore. Audrey, I don't know.
I could kind of see them being done and just opening this can of worms because I think Max is now going to be focused on his dad separating.
Right. Like he doesn't have time for that.
And Caparros.
Right.
I think we're going to be focusing more on that. Because we see.
I don't think it's necessary for the allure of our relationship's not working.
No.
Like we already got it out of our systems type of thing. Now let's figure out like what we actually want.
Right.
Yeah. And as Jess asked before, if we think Monet and Luna are in the group, which I guess like technically they are in the group, but like they all of a sudden just kind of turned into being her publicists and hairstylists and assistants and
I think they're
social media correspondents.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think they just kind of took it on themselves.
Yeah.
Like when Julian decided, okay, I'm going to just, I'm making money off of this and people are sending me free shit. And, you know, everyone knows that my parents do have money and I'm the kid of, you know, Davis, Calloway or whatever his name is.
Right.
I think the girls kind of just were like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah.
So, all right. Maybe a patron of the week? A Betty of the week.
A Betty of the week.
You're a total Betty. You're a total Betty. total Betty.
The Betty of the week this week is Will. Royal Will, because he's been sending us his Will's treats, which I will read in just 1 second. But thank you, Will. You have participated in the last 3 weeks of Gossip Girl. Super appreciative. We love hearing from you. You're so creative. Even in the Discord chat, you're still there. Everyone loves your creativity, and we really appreciate you. And we thank you so much for taking the time to give us a treat each week.
Thanks, Will.
I will read Will's treat, and then maybe we can talk about an Apple Podcast review.
We sure can.
So Will's treat is Gossip Girl characters as hobbies.
Ooh.
We have Julian reading. She is taking a play from the old book and putting down her phone to engage in some, dare I say, real life without all the Gossip Girl drama. Mm-hmm. For how long, though? Zoya, Kung Fu. She is blending styles to kick some ass, but her ultimate instinct is self-defense, not attack.
Good one.
So perfect.
Good one.
Max, powerlifting. He is almost doing all of the emotional and plot-heavy lifting in this episode.
True that.
Yeah. Obi, stamp collecting. A boring hobby for the character who had the most boring plotline of the episode.
Yes.
Audrey, gymnastics. She is doing a lot of mental gymnastics to keep the Aki train on the tracks while Max is challenging her inflexibility in her relationship. Mm-hmm. Aki, juggling. He has 3 balls in the air at this time. His internal exploration and denial of his burgeoning sexuality, his attraction to Max, and his love of Audrey. When will he move past this charade and actually get to the heart of his character? Is he just a contrast to Max and Audrey at this point? Kate, hunting. She and her comrades are lying in the weeds waiting to shoot the sitting ducks that threaten the operation at Constance St. Jude's. And Luna and Monet, whittling. They are trying to shape Julian and Zoya to fit perfectly into their designs of how the proverbial hierarchy ladder should look.
Perfect.
Beautiful, Will.
Thank you, Will.
As always.
Before we go into our review, I wanted to ask you, because
You gave me an assignment?
I did give you an assignment, which was you need to brand yourself, right? Like, I'm Monet and Luna right now. And, well, I guess I would be no Monet because she's like the PR person. We have to come up with a hashtag. So I put this poll out, and Jess said hers would be hashtag Just Jess.
Just Jess.
Jillian, hashtag Jelance.
Of course.
And Tish would be hashtag Tish's Tea.
Tish's Tea for sure.
Mine, I decided would be hashtag Mitch Motivates.
So cute. And I did hashtag IYKYK. If you know, you know.
Wait, just like
if you know, you know.
That would just be yours. Okay.
I was just like, what resonates with me? I was like, if you know, you know. And I was like, that's going to be my hashtag.
See, mine for you would be hashtag List Bliss.
List Bliss. Well, I mean,
because
you've been calling me that forever. Yeah.
You're blissful. Aww. And it rhymes. And
sure, let's go with that one.
Yeah.
List
but
Bliss.
I love that one too. That's,
like,
you got the giggles.
If you know, you know. I was like, I'm going to be silly. That's a funny hashtag.
Silly. But yes, we got in a new Apple Podcast review.
Woohoo! You guys are the best.
We're super excited for. If you're new to listening to us for just the reboot, hi, welcome. We're so happy that you're here. And maybe if you are going to go back and do a rewatch, just go back and listen to our old episodes.
Hang out with us.
But if you are listening on Apple Podcasts, we strongly suggest.
We suggest and urge and hope and pray.
Leaving us a rating and review, 5 stars perhaps. If you're not liking this podcast, just quit it.
Skip it.
And leave it.
Just
and that's it. Peaceful exit. But we got a new review from Aramont. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. My go-to GG podcast, 5 stars. Hi, TGG. I love your podcast. I have always loved the OGG, but I recently discovered you guys. Can't wait for every Wednesday to listen your review. Keep the good work.
Aww.
Thank you so much. And it sounds like you're a new listener.
Yeah, so
listening to our review of this 2021
Yeah,
reboot.
and maybe you have a friend that also is watching the reboot, or your friend that wants to go back and rewatch the original. We're here for whatever your needs are, your Gossip Girl needs.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for reaching out. We love to hear
so much.
We loved hearing from you.
Also, just some housekeeping. We have 3 more episodes that we're going to be recording. We record on Mondays. Every Monday, we're recording Gossip Girl. So, the reboot.
Without failure, the reboot.
Right. If you want to send us any questions or comments, please send by Sunday evening. That's the night before Monday. It's very easy.
It's very easy. Just don't send on Monday.
Yeah, please don't send on Monday. We would highly, highly appreciate if you could do that. We want to hear from you. What emoji should we give this week?
We should do...
Yeah.
Right? There's like so many things we could do, but also I'm like thinking like eyes blurry.
First, right. Like, what did we learn from the first
I'm
thing?
like a dress. Wait, no. Then I'm like so many things.
The first thing that came to mind was Tate's chocolate chip cookies, but the gluten-free ones.
So funny, but you can't get that as an emoji.
You can send a chocolate chip cookie.
So let's send a chocolate chip cookie. We can just pretend they're gluten-free.
Yeah, so send us the Tate's asterisk.
I feel like
chocolate chip cookie
like
emoji.
Why would you have Tate's at the theater?
Well, they also had Justin's M&Ms.
I know. But like
what? Justin's is great.
I know. It's just like, of course you would have that.
Right. It's the public.
It's the public.
Yeah. Send us that, and that's how we know you're listening. Just send us an emoji. If you don't want to write out a whole like, hey, I'm listening and I have this question for you, I have this comment. Or if you want to suggest a Will's treat,
hell yeah.
look in the show notes. The link is there. You can suggest an idea for Will.
Yeah, everything where you can find us, our website, our merch, everything is in the description for the episode. So if you're curious and you want to check it out, go ahead. And if you have a treat that you would love to hear from Will, please send it. We have a Google form that you can literally just send away. You can send as many as you'd like. We have a bunch on there that he gets to choose from. So
yeah,
if you have an idea, please send it. And I think that's it. I just want to give us the title for next week's episode, which I think I already did, but it's called Fire Walks with Z. And it's Zoya's birthday. As we said, it says Zoya attempts to avoid her birthday. Zoya's attempts to avoid her birthday are no match for Luna and Monet's warpath. While Julian escalates tension, Nick and Davis put down their arms.
Ooh.
Bad news sends Max on a bender. Audrey leaves with Aki, and Kate gets an exciting opportunity. So it sounds like Max's parents are not going to end up together.
So
but Audrey levels with Aki. That's what it says, not leaves.
Okay.
And Kate gets an exciting opportunity. Bitch, you better not get any opportunity.
Maybe a new job.
Yeah, and leave.
Imagine if she's like, I'm going to get a new job. I don't need these kids anymore.
Who's going to take it over?
You can take it over, Yeti and Wendy.
Jordan.
Yeah.
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 But that is all we have for this week. Next week, episode 4.
Wow.
We're almost done. We're halfway done with this summer season.
I know.
So until next week, hopefully we'll hear from you guys on Sunday.
Please send those questions and comments in.
Yeah. All right. Talk to you next time. Oh, God. Talk to you next time. You know you love us.
XOXO.
Gossip Girls. Thank you so much for listening to 3 Gossip Girls. You can find us on all social media platforms at 3 Gossip Girls Pod or at 3gossipgirlspod@gmail.com.
This has been a Total Betty Media podcast, produced and edited by Michelle Rubenstein and Alyssa Tenio, music by Anthony Vacora.